Today we have a Suzuki Jimny Jeep. It's a 2005 model fitted with the 1.3 petrol engine, and it's done roughly 102,000 miles. As part of the service I'll be doing on this Jimny today, we're going to be changing the engine oil and filter. It's got a metal spin-on filter which is located down here. Probably easier to access it from the top, so I'll have a go from up here. But before we start, I'm going to take off the oil filler cap and just pull the dipstick so I don't forget when I take it up in the air. It just allows air back into the engine as the oil's flowing out, and hopefully it flow out a bit smoother. For an oil and filter change, you're going to need a bucket or a drainer of some description. Some blue roll or a rag. A funnel would be useful. Torch, always handy. The sump plug on this particular engine is 17mm. You can use a socket or a spanner, whatever you've got handy. And the oil filter, I normally use a pair of grips, but you can get a strap or a chain. There's all different kinds of oil filter removers on the market, even these things, though this one's a bit too big for this little car. But yeah, you can also buy a set of these cups quite cheaply and just use a ratchet in there. I'm going to start by putting this drainer under here. You just need a bucket or a tray or whatever you're using. Get that under there. In regards to loosening the oil filter, always check with your hand, because sometimes you can just unspin these. They shouldn't be really tight. I have got a set of these which you can buy quite cheaply. They're all different sizes and shapes. Some have got more flats on them than the other around the inside. So sometimes these work pretty well. Other times they do slip a little bit. Alternatively, that's my go-to, just a pair of grips. But I thought I'd have a go with these first. You can get straps and chains and all sorts of things to remove oil filters. So I've tried this one on here, it does fit, it seems to fit anyway. That's it. Yeah, it's not too tight. It was a bit too tight to undo just by hand though. Oh, I think that's it. Let's got that off. So yeah, we'll get a bit of oil coming out of there. Hopefully it will go in that tray I've put underneath. Sounds like it is. One oil filter. I'll put that on the drainer. So the sump plug on this is 17mm. A bit difficult to see from here, right there. You can use a spanner, use whatever you've got. I prefer a single hex socket. It just reduces the chances of slipping and rounding bits off. So oh, that was a bit tight. That's it. Still got the oil filter mess dripping off there, so I'll try and catch both. Hopefully it won't splash everywhere. The engine's warm, so you know, it should come out at a reasonable speed. Obviously the colder it is, the slower it will come out. Right, I'll place that down and we'll just leave that to do its thing for a little while. So before you put the sump plug back in, it's worth checking the seal or the washer. As you can see, this has got a copper washer on it. Just make sure it's not been crushed and split or anything like that. Sometimes they have an aluminium washer. Sometimes they have a little rubber O-ring inserts in there. But they're normally good to reuse several times. Just, as I say, make sure they're not damaged. That's been draining away for a while now. Slowed down to a steady drip. So I'm just going to nip this up. You don't need to go too mad. Obviously you will find a tightening torque for any fixing online. But you just got to be sensible, just nip it up. Right, just have a little wipe round where that oil filter's been dripping. And we'll drop it down and pop the new filter on. Right, I've got the new oil filter here. A little drop of engine oil on the seal. Just helps to stop it from sticking. So you don't need any tools for doing these up. You just literally do them up hand tight. You can see a bit of a mess down there where the old one's dribbled everywhere. I'll screw this on and give it a bit of a blast with some brake cleaner. So regarding the parts, as long as you've got your registration number with you, go to your local outlet, Factors, even your main dealer if you want to. They'll be able to recommend the parts required. I've got an aftermarket filter here which you should be able to pick up for under £10, sort of £7 or £8. They said to me about 4 litres of engine oil for this particular engine. Should be able to get a 5 litre tub around the £40 or £50 mark. All depends on what brand names you go for, as well, pretty much the same with everything, isn't it? I've gone for a reasonable brand. Yeah, about £43, something like that. Yes, okay, so that's done up hand tight now. Next we'll get some oil in it. My homemade funnel. Again, make sure your dipstick is pulled this time to allow air back out of the engine as the oil goes in. Otherwise, sometimes it can just glug back up and go everywhere. So the outlet recommended 4 litres for this engine. I'm going to go with about 3.8. I always like to go just under because it's far easier to just top up than putting the 4 litres in and then finding that actually that's too much and you've got to get back underneath and try and drain a little bit out. It normally gets very messy. Even though I go slightly under, it doesn't always work. But got a better chance of getting it right like that. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Cap back on. Push the dipstick down. I'm just going to fire it up now and let it tick over for a minute. You don't need to rev it. It's not a good idea to rev an engine that's just been started, especially if it's been drained of oil as well. It can take a little while for the pump to pick it up and circulate it, but the oil pressure light's gone straight out. That all sounds good. Sounds normal. And that'll do. We'll just let it stand for 3 or 4 minutes now and then we'll check the oil. Right, so on the dipstick you can see there quite clearly a hole there for the maximum, another one there for the minimum. Hopefully it's somewhere between, nearer the top. Make sure your car's on a level surface, obviously, when you do this. That can make it vary slightly. As you can see there, that is down a little bit from the maximum. I'll put a little drop in it and we'll let it stand and check it again in a little while. That'll do. Don't have to run it up again because the oil's already circulated and filled up the filter and the galleries. So yeah, we'll just let that stand for a bit and see what it's like in a moment. Okay, so it's had a little top up. Pop this in, let's see where we're at now. Oh yeah, just under the maximum. I think I'm going to leave it at that, not put any more in. The longer that the vehicle stands, that level will naturally creep up slightly where the oil is still dripping down into the sump. So I won't go too mad. Having too much oil can cause engine damage, just like having not enough, a different kind of damage. But I'm happy that's a good level now. So all that's left to do now, as I do with all of my jobs, is just to give this a run around the block and make sure there's no leaks from the sump plug or the oil filter.